Just like we drew it up. Just like we drew it up.
Look, I'm not trying to take anything away from Tom Brady and his miraculous fourth quarter comeback against the Saints on Monday, but there were a lot of other things that contributed to the loss for New Orleans. But first things first, what Tom did was nothing short of amazing. The guy played like dog shit for most of the game as he only mustered 3 points in the first 57 minutes, but who cares when you could drop 14 unanswered points in the clutch final 3 minutes. That's right, Tom led the Bucs to a 17-16 comeback win, scoring 2 TDs after losing it on his rookie punter from the sidelines. That said, this marked the first time in Brady's career in the regular season where Tom came back to win a game after trailing by at least 13 points in the fourth quarter, and the only other time this happened was in the playoffs against the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. So Tom Brady is certainly receiving all his flowers from the NFL community on social media for a spectacular come-from-behind win against a team that has had his number throughout his career. But when you look a little deeper into the last few minutes of the game, the New Orleans Saints clearly made a number of blunders that practically gifted life back in the Bucs offense. And a lot of people in the media have been pointing this out at how inept the Saints coaching staff was with all the play calling in the fourth quarter. The Saints held Brady to less than 200 passing yards for the majority of the game until the last few minutes and even forced 2 turnovers. Just with those stats, it's hard to believe the Saints should have not won this game. So now let's take a look at what caused the team to lose this matchup, and the first thing that needs to be pointed out was that the team put an injured running back Mark Ingram back into the game, and this would prove to be one of the biggest blunders from the Saints. Considering the Bucs needed every bit of second to force a comeback, every play in the final few minutes really mattered. From 2nd and 8 at around midfield, Ingram caught a pass from Dalton, then proceeded to run to the sidelines untouched and just short of a first down. You can clearly see the running back beeline for the first down mark, but at the last second after seeing Devin White, he quickly turns right and makes a run for it out of bounds a yard short of the marker. Had they gotten a first down on that play, they surely would have eaten another minute and a half off the clock. Add on top of that, on the following play, rather than kill time off the clock by running the ball, they threw for an incompletion, killing the time clock. Just 2 back-to-back boneheaded plays from Dennis Allen's team really cost Saints fans this game. Mark Ingram acknowledged his mistake and tweeted out that regardless of the circumstances, he should have aimed for the first down and apologized to his team. Anyways, kinda makes you wonder why they didn't put in Alvin Kamara, who's actually a pass-catching running back, on that play instead of an injured Ingram. So the Saints had to punt the ball back to the Bucs, and this mistake would come back to haunt them as Tom marched his offense from his own 9 all the way to the end zone, pulling his team within 6 points. New Orleans got the ball back with 3 minutes left and went 3 and out after Dalton threw a beautiful pass to Taysom Hill, who dropped it after getting smacked in the middle downfield by 3 Bucs players. And Tom and the Bucs marched back down and scored another TD with seconds left to basically win the game. These weren't the only glaring mistakes from the Saints, as you had drop passes from Chris Olave earlier in the game and another from Jarvis Landry on 3rd down in the end zone that would have given the Saints the lead heading to the half. All these things basically contributed to the Saints' loss on Monday Night Football in a season where many fans are questioning Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael Jr. This was a tough loss that could have certainly shaken up the NFC South division had the Bucs lost, but it now appears Tampa are going to run away with the division.